Hello and welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing some more testing on the Hammerhead Kayaks Bull Shark again. Today we're looking at fishability. I want to see how maneuverable it is, how nimble it is. Can I get up into a tight spot and get back out of it? And so what I've got in front of me here is some docks with some cypress trees interspersed. There's some shallow water, you know, on up towards the shoreline, and there's a pretty good algae bloom, so we'll be trying to avoid that. I've got a little bit of wind coming, and I'll be using that to my advantage, but I want to see if I can get up into these spaces and get back out of them, and can I get in somewhere and hold my position, and you know, if I was to come out and go fishing, I want to be able to hold my position on something, you know, while I make a cast or two or three or whatever, and then still be able to get out, excuse me, or be able to control the kayak if I hook a fish. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'll head up into here. Now I've got this dock to my right. I've got a couple of cypress trees ahead of me and just barely left. And then in closer by the seawall there's some real shallow water. So if I wanted to fish those cypress trees right there, I could hold off about right here. Kayak hadn't done much to improve my casting. Alright, so work on up in here a little bit. And so far it doesn't seem too difficult to be able to hold a position or to move around. Let's see. I've worked back up into this tight spot right here, and I want to see how easy it'll be to get out of it using just the rudder and the pedal drive. Try doing it without my paddle. So I could come all the way up into here and fish all the way back up in the corner of this dock, around this cypress tree to my left here. And then getting turned around to get out of here, this is a very big issue at all. And right back out, I didn't hit anything. I'm going to get turned around in the wind here. There's a dock light right here on the end of this dock, and a lot of what you do up here on this lake, or what I do on this lake, is come up here at night and fish these lights. And so we'll get up here and see how difficult it will be to hold position off of the light. Turned around where maybe you can see it. And from right here, I'm about 20 feet or so away from it now. And in a good position to cast. So I feel like I could have made 4 or 5 casts to the light now, and I haven't gotten any closer than about 20 feet from it. I had said that I was going to keep this kayak stopped, just the bare bone kayak, while I was testing it and forming my opinions on it. But I think I'm going to go ahead and install a fish finder on it. A lot of this water, when I come out and go fishing and stuff, I have no idea how deep the water is, or you know, what's down below me, what's around me. So I've got a fish finder that I'm going to install on it and see how that works. And I didn't mention it, I forgot when I did the introduction to this kayak, but this kayak is actually transducer ready. It has a transducer well on the bottom of the hull, about right under where I'm sitting. And it's shielded, so you can't, you know, beat your transducer up on a stump or a rock or something. It's got mounting holes are already there, and then the shield on the outside of it. It's got a scupper hole right there in the well to run your wire up through. So everything about it should be a super straightforward, easy install. And I'll get that done sometime here coming up, and see how we like it, and I'll video that when I install it. I'm also going to come up with something to try to quiet this creaking down in the drive here. I don't think it makes a tremendous amount of noise, but it makes enough noise that it bothers me a little bit. So. But anyway, back to the maneuverability testing. I'm going to work up in here. This is a pretty narrow spot. I get up in here between this dock and I've got a line of cypress trees coming up on my left. Pretty narrow in here, a lot of shallow water, real shallow up in front of me. So if I wanted to work up in here and fish around this boathouse on the right or around these cypress trees on the left, I don't know why I would want to do that. This water's about 1.5 feet deep in here. But if I get up in here and then see if I can get turned around without running over anything or hitting anything. Just come right back out, no problem at all. So it seems to hold position real well, even in this little bit of wind that I got. The wind is actually more helpful than anything for holding position, as long as I can get either my bow or my stern straight into the wind. It actually helps me to hold position a little bit. And it turns easy, it backs up easy, it answers the rudder from from the start. If I'm at dead stop and not moving, it answers the rudder really quick. Again, I'm not upset with it at all. I like the way it handles, and so far I've been mostly just super impressed with this boat. There's a few things that if I was designing it, there's a few things that I would do different, and I'll cover those in my final review on it. But so far it hasn't hurt my feelings a bit. Pull up right here by this dot and just see if I can just hold right off of it without hitting it or blowing away or getting messed up. So you can see it seems to hold position pretty easy, and I feel like that'll just get better as I get more familiar with the kayak and get more used to how it answers the rudder and how it handles and maneuvers. But so far I've been real happy with it. Now that wind is blowing almost straight onto that dot right there, so again I've got my stern back into the wind, so it helps me a little bit, you know, as far as all I need to do is back down some to, you know, to stay off the dot, and then the wind checks my backwards motion. So we're going to call that a win, and that's going to wrap it up for a maneuverability test. Short of more wind or a bunch of currents or something like that, there's not a whole lot more I can do. I can get into these tight spaces, get in and out of them without any difficulty at all, without having to use my paddle. So I'm pretty happy with it so far. Now that's all I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next one.